Can you score more than 67% on this biology challenge? Let's find out. What single structural unit do all living things from a bacterium to a blue whale have in common? The answer is cell. A single teaspoon of soil contains more bacterial cells than the total number of humans who have ever lived on Earth. Which organelle, nicknamed the powerhouse of the cell, produces most of the cell's energy? The answer is mitochondrion. Mitochondria have their own DNA, evidence that they were once free-living bacteria swallowed by ancient cells over 1.5 billion years ago. Which organelle acts as the cell's control center, directing growth and reproduction? The answer is nucleus. The human nucleus packs roughly 2 meters of DNA into a space smaller than 0.06 millimeter. That's like stuffing a 40-kilometer string into a marble. What rigid outer layer gives plant cells their boxy shape, something animal cells completely lack? The answer is cell wall. Plant cell walls are made of cellulose, the same material in paper and cotton fabric. Humans cannot digest it, which is why it becomes dietary fiber. Which green pigment in chloroplasts captures sunlight to power photosynthesis? The answer is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs red and blue light, but reflects green, which is exactly why plants look green to our eyes. Which tissue forms a continuous protective sheet lining body surfaces, cavities, and organs? The answer is epithelial tissue. Your skin's outer surface is made of dead cells. You shed and replace roughly 40,000 of them every hour. Which tissue converts chemical energy into mechanical force powering every movement? The answer is muscular tissue. The human body contains about 600 skeletal muscles. The strongest muscle relative to its size is the masseter, your jaw muscle. Which vascular tissue forms hollow tubes that carry water and minerals from roots to leaves? The answer is xylem. A tall tree can lift hundreds of liters of water daily against gravity with no pump. It works entirely through cohesion tension in the xylem tubes. Which living vascular tissue transports dissolved sugars from leaves to the rest of the plant? The answer is phloem. Unlike xylem, phloem can move food in two directions, upward to growing shoot tips and downward to roots storing energy. Mushrooms, toadstools, and bread mold belong to which kingdom of decomposers, neither plant nor animal? The answer is fungi. The largest living organism on Earth is a honey fungus in Oregon's Blue Mountains. Its underground mycelium covers 9 square kilometers and is estimated to be 8,000 years old. You're doing great! Photosynthesis is a gas exchange. Which gas do plants absorb? The answer is carbon dioxide. Plants absorb carbon dioxide through tiny pores called stomata. A single leaf can have over 300,000 stomata on its underside. Where does human digestion actually begin, even before food reaches the stomach? The answer is mouth. Saliva contains amylase, which starts converting starch to sugar within seconds of chewing. You can taste it if you chew plain bread long enough. Which iron-containing protein in red blood cells carries oxygen to body tissues? The answer is hemoglobin. Each red blood cell contains about 270 million hemoglobin molecules. One molecule can carry 4 oxygen atoms simultaneously. Which organ pair filters your entire blood supply about 400 times a day, producing urine? The answer is kidney. Every day, your kidneys filter about 180 liters of fluid, yet only the couple of liters leave your body as urine. The remaining 99% is reabsorbed and reused. What term describes a disease that spreads from one host to another? The answer is communicable disease. In just 2 years, the 1918 influenza pandemic infected about 5 million people, roughly 1/3 of humanity, and killed an estimated 50 to 1 million people. Which tiny organelle reads mRNA and assembles amino acids into proteins? The answer is ribosome. A single liver cell may contain up to 13 million ribosomes. They can produce a complete protein chain in under a minute. Which plant tissue with unevenly thickened walls gives flexible support to young stems? The answer is collenchyma. Collenchyma is what makes celery strings so tough and chewy. Those stringy bits are collenchyma strand bundles. Amoeba, a shapeless single-celled organism, belongs to which kingdom? The answer is Protista. Amoeba moves and eats by extending temporary arm-like projections called pseudopodia false feet. It can engulf bacteria twice its size. What organic molecule is the direct end product of photosynthesis? The answer is glucose. Glucose is not just fuel. Plants also use it to build cellulose for cell walls, starch for storage, and lipids for membranes. Cellular respiration releases energy from which molecule to produce ATP? The answer is glucose. Complete aerobic respiration of one glucose molecule yields up to 38 ATP molecules, but anaerobic respiration yields only 2. That's a 19 times efficiency difference. Just one question left. Which 6-7 meter long section of your digestive system absorbs most of the nutrients from food? The answer is small intestine. The inner wall of the small intestine is covered in villi and microvilli that increase its effective absorptive surface area to roughly 250 square meters. The size of a tennis court. How many did you get right? Comment your final score below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more challenges.